Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this online lecture series. This is your teacher, Neha Pradeep Joshi. In previous lecture, we have seen an introduction of the next play that we have to study, and that play is An Enemy of the People, written by Henrik Johan Ibsen. If we see the all three plays which are prescribed in our syllabus, they have a very different kind of themes. One act play which was there, Rising of the Moon, had a political theme. Then A Midsummer Night's Dream was with a very light theme of love and jealousy. But this play is going to be thought provoking. It is more serious and it is more relatable to our times as well. So this is based on social and political theme. Okay, I have told you this yesterday also, that Henrik Johan Ibsen is known as father of realism in drama, because throughout all his plays he has tried to focus more on the real problems and real evils prevalent in the society. In this play, there is a setting uh, that one man, his name is Dr. Stockman, he tries to expose the corruption which is going on in the local government authorities. On the other side, there is his brother who is also mayor of the town, and there are his supporters. Okay, so now what happens? How does society accept Dr. Stockman's ideas? Are those happily accepted, or there is a problem for Dr. Stockman? Let us see. Uh, yeah, we have gone through the theme, the plot, and synopsis of the extract. Now let us see over here. I'll read it once again. Synopsis of the extract: Dr. Stockman, the principal character or the protagonist of this play, has discovered that new baths built in his town are infected with a deadly disease, and instructs the town to repair or close the baths. Now this is practical solution, right? This is a rational kind of a solution or a suggestion that he gives. But what happens? The mayor, who is Dr. Stockman's brother, does not believe the report and refuses to close the baths because it will cause the financial ruin of the town. Now try to understand, when there is an administration, or when a city is governed by some people, there are different interests involved in that business. It is not a service for many of the people, it is a business opportunity, uh, to bring or to create a business out of it, right? So if the mayor instructs to close the baths, then all those investors or all those businessmen who supported the mayor will go against him, and he does not want that. Okay, काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, नगराध्यक्ष, हिअर वी कॅन कॉल इट नगराध्यक्ष, की हे जे सगळे मोठे बिझनेसमन आहेत की ज्यांनी त्या बाथ्ससाठी फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट केला होता, मेयरला सपोर्ट केला होता, इफ द मेयर इन्स्ट्रक्ट की हे सगळं बंद करा, देन डेफिनेटली हिज लॉबी ऑफ सपोर्टर्स विल बी डिस्टर्ब्ड. आणि त्यांच्या सपोर्टवरती तर तो मेयर आहे, सो ही विल हॅव दॅट मोरल डायलेमा ऑफ वॉट टू डू. Dr. Stockman tries to take his case to the people, but the mayor intercedes and explains to the people how much it will cost to repair the baths. Okay, now see, this is a very real kind of a thing that people most of the times do not have the whole idea or clarity about the whole situation. So they are tend to accept the idea which is more close to them, right? आपल्याला जनरली सगळ्याच गोष्टी माहिती नसतात. वी बिलीव्ह इन वॉट एव्हर वी सी. ओके, पण आपण ते पाहतो आहोत का आपल्याला ते दाखवलं जात आहे? वी कॅनॉट डिफरन्शिएट बिटवीन दिस. ओके, समटाइम्स वी, और मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स वी सी द मॅनिपुलेटेड नरेटिव्ह सेट इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस. काहीतरी तयार करून आपल्यासमोर आणलेलं असतं, अँड वी सी अँड वी परसीव्ह इट ॲज इट इज. वी डोंट try to judge it whether it is really true or not. We just simply accept it or believe in it. Okay. He explains that the doctor is always filled with wild, fanciful ideas. In a public meeting, he has his brother declared enemy of the people. The doctor decides to leave the town, but at the last minute comes to the realization that he must stay and fight for the things he believes to be right. Okay, now let us see the actual play. Dramatis persona. Here, the main character is Dr. Thomas Stockman, medical officer of Municipal Baths. Okay, he is a doctor, so his opinion matters, right? Then Mrs. Stockman, his wife, Petra, Eliaf Morton, his children, Peter Stockman, mayor of the town, and Dr. Stockman's brother, Morton Kill the Tanner, Hofstad, editor of People's Messenger. हे magazine आहे People's Messenger and he is the editor. Billing, sub-editor, Captain Horster, and Aslaksen, a printer. Okay. Now the action takes place in a coastal town in southern Norway. Okay. नॉर्वे मध्ये ही गोष्ट चालली आहे in a coastal town. Okay. Now here we have third act and one scene given to us. आपल्याला complete play तर नाही आहे, right? So we are going to focus on act third. Now it is a scene, the editorial office of the People's Messenger. मॅगझिनचं जे हेड ऑफिस आहे तिथे ही सगळी गोष्ट आत्ता होती आहे. The entrance door is on the left hand side of the back wall. On the right hand side there is another door with glass panels through which the printing room can be seen. Okay, so it is an editorial office, and once you sit there you can see what is going on in that printing press. It is situated in that way. Okay. Another door, yeah, I don't have to read all this. Yeah, this is more important, the last lines. Haustad is sitting at the desk writing. Billing comes in from the right with Dr. Stockman's manuscript in his hand. Now let us revise once again. Haustad is editor and Billing is sub-editor of People's Messenger. Okay. Now what happens is Billing enters with Stockman's manuscript, and what is there in the manuscript? त्या रायटिंगमध्ये काय आहे? डॉक्टर स्टॉकमॅन ही आर्टिकल लिहिलं आहे, and in that article he exposes the corruption and the actual condition of baths. He tries to persuade people that it is actually very harmful for you if you continue to use those public baths because they have contaminated water and it can spread diseases. Okay, so he tries to make the truth come out, right? And he wants to help the people genuinely. So these two people, they are going to now print it in their magazine. So they are discussing, have you read it? And then they discuss what kind of impact will it have, or what will be the result of this manuscript. Okay. And Billing says that he's crushing, every word falls like a blow of a sledgehammer. So there is definitely a quality in it, and it has that explosive quality. It is not something soothing, it has explosive quality. Once it comes out, or once people read it, there is going to be a big disturbance, there is going to be a big uproar in the town. Okay. Yeah. Now they are discussing with each other, and they mention one name, Aslaksen. Now Aslaksen is the printer, right? And these two are editors and sub-editors. Now Aslaksen is not good at taking stands. They believe की आपण एवढी मोठी गोष्ट करणार आहोत, but I don't think that Aslaksen will help us. असा एक माणूस दुसऱ्या माणसाला सांगतो आहे, because he is like a chicken hearted chap, a coward. There is nothing of the man in him. Okay, so त्यांना काय वाटतं आहे की आपण एवढी मोठी गोष्ट डेअरिंग आपण करणार आहोत, but I don't think that the printer will take our side or will support this action. कारण सी लक्षात घ्या त्या मॅगझिनमध्ये हे छापून येणार आहे. दिस इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू बी अ बिग थिंग. जे काही रिझल्ट्स येतील त्यामध्ये त्या मॅगझिनचा सुद्धा रोल असणार आहे. सो दे हॅव टू बी व्हेरी केअरफुल. इट इज अ रिस्की बिझनेस. ओके, कुठलंही आर्टिकल नाही येते. इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ व्हेरी सिरियस काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग वन्स इट कम्स आउट. Okay, and see now he's this line here Hostad, they are discussing, and Billing says that what if the mayor dislikes, and what if he decides to take some action, what will we do, right? कारण मेयरच्या हातातच सगळी ऑथॉरिटी आहे. अँड इफ ही डिसाइड्स टू टेक अन ॲक्शन अगेन्स्ट अस, देन वॉट आर वी गोइंग टू डू. हा, ते बिझनेसमन आहेत अगेन, दीज टू पीपल ऑल्सो. सो दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट देअर बिझनेस. नाव सी वॉट Hofstad states. Okay, if the mayor will not fall in with doctor's project, he will have all the small tradesmen down on him, the whole of the householders association and the rest of them. And if he does fall with it, he will fall out with the whole crowd of large shareholders in the baths, who up to now have been his most valuable supporters. Now this is the moral dilemma that mayor is going to face now. जो नगराध्यक्ष आहे, जो मेयर आहे, त्याला प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे? इफ ही ॲक्सेप्ट्स, जर त्यांनी ॲक्सेप्ट केलं की हो खरोखर डॉक्टर स्टॉकमॅनचा रिपोर्ट बरोबर आहे, तर ते पब्लिक बाथ बांधण्यामध्ये ज्यांनी इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केली होती, ऑल दोज बिग इन्व्हेस्टर्स विल गो अगेन्स्ट ऑफ द मेयर. अँड द मेयर had received a financial support or aid by those people previously. ओके, सो त्यांची इन्व्हेस्टर लॉबी जर दुखावली गेली तर डेफिनेटली मेयरला त्या सगळ्यात जास्त धोका तर मेयरलाच होणार आहे. त्याचे सपोर्टर्स, वेल्दी सपोर्टर्स दुरावणार, राईट, जर त्यांनी स्टॉकमॅनचं ऐकलं तर. अँड इफ ही डिसाइड्स टू रिफ्यूज द ॲक्ट, देन ही विल फेस द क्रिटिसिझम. त्यांना सगळ्याचीच जबाबदारी घ्यावी लागेल. ही हॅज टू कम अँड प्रूव्ह दॅट डॉक्टर स्टॉकमॅन इज रॉंग. Okay, so in both ways, mayor's incapacity to be on that position or to be in that position will be exposed. Okay, so दोन्ही बाजूने आहेत. Ultimately, it is the problem for the mayor only. कुठलीही साईड त्यांनी घेतली तरी त्यांना प्रॉब्लेममध्येच यावं लागणार आहे. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग थिंग नाव. ओके, या सी, in every issue of the paper, we will enlighten the public on the mayor's incapacity on one point and another, right? So they are now very sharp, or they have very clear idea about what they are going to do. In some or other way, they are going to expose incapacity of the mayor to handle situations like this. Okay, and now Dr. Stockmann enters. Dr. Stockmann is a protagonist, the central character of this play, and he comes. Okay, and they welcome him, and he now they are discussing with each other, and Dr. Stockmann says, this article is only a beginning. I have already got 4 or 5 more sketched out in my head. Okay, so he is not there just to be a one night star or something like that. Okay, he wants to actually solve this problem. He is going to dedicate his energy and time for this. So therefore he says he is thinking about it. So he says that I have sketched out 4 or 5 more articles on this. Okay, हा टॉपिक त्याच्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे, and he is going to pay very much attention and energy towards it, right? And now Hostad and Stockmann, they are again discussing. Yes, now let us see over here. They are discussing, and they say that yes, the article that you have written is simply a masterpiece. Dr. Stockmann wants to know what these two people think about it, because ultimately it is their magazine. Hofstad and Billing, they are editors and sub-editors, right? So he wants to know genuinely. He asks for their opinion, and they both say that it is a masterpiece. You have done a great job, and this will have a great impact on the minds of the people. So and they say that they are going to support him. Okay. And he asked, is it the article well written? uh, will people, all kinds of people, be able to comprehend the article? Okay. कारण ते डॉक्टरनी आहे लिहिलं, सो ही जस्ट वॉन्ट्स टू मेक इट शुअर की ते सगळ्यांना नीट समजू शकेल ना. फारच असं स्कॉलर लेवलला लिहिलं तर ते मे बी मासेसपर्यंत पोहोचू शकणार नाही. If you write too much technical or scientific, then common people won't understand this. And here he just does not want to show off his intellect. He wants to appeal to the minds of the readers, all the masses in that town. Okay. So therefore he makes sure. आणि ते त्या लोकांना का विचारतोय? Because they have an experience how to present पर्टिक्युलर इन्फॉर्मेशन और आयडिया इन अ प्रॉपर वे सो दॅट ऑल कॅन अंडरस्टँड इट. लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचेल अशा प्रकारे ती माहिती प्रेझेंट केली पाहिजे ना. अदरवाईज देर इज नो यूज. तुम्ही फारच असं फ्लारी लँग्वेजमध्ये किंवा फारच वेगवेगळ्या डिक्टम्स वगैरे यूज केल्यात, then इट विल हॅव नो impact on the minds of people. Okay, therefore he is just making sure that it is well written or not. Okay. And now Dr. Stockman uh, says, take care of it as if it were a treasure. No misprints. Every word is important. I will look in again a little later. Perhaps you will be able to let me see a proof. I can't tell you how eager I am to see it in a print and see it burst upon the public. Okay. Now he is very eager, or he is actually ready to face that actual rising action. Okay. He's preparing himself for that. And previously also he has said, of course you must not lose a single day. Okay. आणि तो इन्स्ट्रक्शन देतोय तिथे येऊन, अस्लाक्सिन, that printer is also there. Okay. And yeah. Okay, so this is important. Try to understand what is happening over here and see that line, and to have it submitted to the judgment of my intelligent fellow townsmen. Now he has full faith in the conscience of the people. Okay, त्याला वाटतं आहे की लोकांना एकदा हे लक्षात आलं की people will take my side. They'll say that I am right. Okay. You cannot imagine what I have gone through today. I have been threatened first with one thing and then with another. They have tried to rob me of my most elementary rights as a man. Okay, now they means who? The local authorities. Okay, the people of Mayor. They are, trying to uh, manipulate him. They want to threaten him. They are trying to threaten him so that he won't publish the article. ओके, कारण ते पब्लिश झालं की डेफिनेटली मेयरच्या अगेन्स्ट जाणार आहे. दॅट्स वाय they have tried to degrade me, to make a coward of me, to force me to put personal interests before my most sacred convictions. ओके, ते थ्रेटन करतायत की तुझी पण फॅमिली आहे, सो थिंक अबाउट देम, डोंट ट्राय टू गो अगेन्स्ट अस. ओके, पण ही इज अ मॅन विथ अ प्रिन्सिपल, सो ही सेज दॅट आय डोंट बॉदर अबाउट इट. I am doing what is right, and it in this position or in this situation, I am supposed to take a stand, and I am going to take it. Okay. Yeah. Well, now Dr. Stockman is speaking, and see here this line: I shall smite them to the ground, I shall crush them, I shall break down all their defenses before the eyes of the honest public. That is what I shall do. See, throughout all the sentences which are spoken by Dr. Stockman, his sincerity and his confidence reflects the most. These two qualities are reflected through his speech. That he is sincere or genuine in whatever he is doing, and he is very much confident about it. Okay. You can comment like this while talking about the character of Dr. Stockman. Yes, but Aslaksen, see, that man has different ideas. He says, yes, but in moderation, doctor, proceed with moderation. करा, सगळं करा, पण थोडं जपून, सांभाळून. Okay, and now there is a discussion going on. And see, Dr. Stockman says here that I have full faith in people. Once they know what is happening, they will definitely understand that this is wrong, and they'll take the stand. I'm just going to help people to make a right decision. Okay. And this Stockman and Billing, they say that we are with you and we are going to support you. We are going to publish your article in this magazine. So you can consider us as your friend. We are going to be there in this enterprise with you throughout the time. Okay. And he says, Hofstad says, you are a man who deserves to be supported. Okay. Now Aslaksen, when Ata Dr. Stockman leaves the place and Aslaksen is speaking, yes, he is trying to handle the situation in a moderation. He says that it's okay, you are trying to expose the corruption, that is fine, but do it in a moderation. He has some kind of experience as well. Okay, so he is rational and he's thinking about his business and his position. He says that going against local authorities is going to be a lot riskier than you people think or you can even imagine. So do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. You are supposed to take a stand if you think that something is wrong, but do it in a moderation. सावकाशीने करा जे काय कराल ते, किंवा विचारपूर्वक करा. Okay, because once you are in that situation, then there is no way to come back. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then he says this to Billing as well, that you are going to apply for a government position in next times. आत्ता जर तू गव्हर्नमेंटच्या अगेन्स्ट गेलास, लोकल अथॉरिटीच्या अगेन्स्ट गेलास, तर डेफिनेटली तुला पुढे फ्युचरमध्ये खूप प्रॉब्लेम होऊ शकतो. सो यू कॅन से दॅट या ही इज नॉट टोटली कावर्ड, बट ही इज अन एक्सपिरियन्स्ड पर्सन. सो देअरफॉर this editor and sub-editor, they are not sure about Aslaksen. He is speaking the truth, but still they are not ready to accept whatever he is trying to say. All right. And see, now Billing says, ought not we to try and get rid of him, Hofstad? का पाहिजे माणूस आपल्याला? कधीच कुठली स्ट्रॉंग ॲक्शन घ्यायला फॉर नसतो. ही इज ऑलवेज अगेन्स्ट ऑफ एनी स्ट्रॉंग ॲक्शन. का हवा आहे आपल्याला इथे? देन हॉस्टार्ड सेज, डू यू नो एनी वन एल्स हू विल ॲडव्हान्स द मनी फॉर आर पेपर अँड प्रिंटिंग बिल? ही इज देअर फायनान्सर ॲज वेल. तो प्रिंटर आहे, फायनान्सर आहे. सो डेफिनेटली आपल्याला किती काही वाटत असले, द मनी इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट थिंग इन द बिझनेस, राईट? So do you know anyone else who will pay us in advance for this? It is an infernal nuisance that we don't possess some capital to trade on. Okay, so they have also their own problem and they have to think about their business as well. So now they are considering to go to another person, old Morton Kill, the badger. Okay, तो स्टॉकमॅनचा सपोर्टर आहे, डॉक्टर स्टॉकमॅनचा. सो डेफिनेटली maybe if we ask him, he will be able to help us financially. All right, and then what happens, let us see in the next lecture. I'll suggest you to go through the plot, those pages which I have covered. What is the story? Try to understand that. Think about the character of Dr. Stockman because he is the central character. Okay, and what is going on, you should have that story or that idea very clear in your mind. We'll continue with this in the next lecture. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day ahead.